Good morning, everybody. We're going to look at probability in society. When we look at that, we go to our year plan. Our year plan states what we need to know for grade 10. So two things that we do need to know for grade 10. Number one, central tendency. That's a grade 7 outcome, but yeah, they want you to know it in grade 10. Another thing we need to know is potential problems with collecting data. We watched our last video on that. The next thing, probability in society. Now, when we look at probability in society, we look at, this big word, probability. Probability of an event happening. What's the chance of something happening? Well, we have the number of ways it can happen, and then we have the total number of outcomes. Now, when we look at probability, let's look at two specific ways that we talk about in the year plan and that you're expected to know. One is called experimental probability. Look at that. The experiment. The next one is called theoretical probability, the theory. Now, if I took theoretical probability of flipping a coin, I flip a coin. On one side, I have heads. On the other side, I have tails. Okay, so my probability of the event right here. And I want to get heads. Well, what's the number of favorable outcomes? Well, 1. Heads is on one side. What's the total number of possible outcomes? Well, I could go head or tails, so it's 1 out of 2. That is my theoretical probability, the probability of getting a heads. Number of favorable outcome, 1. Total number of possible outcomes, 2. So 1 out of 2, 0.5 is a decimal, 50%. That is my theory. Now, I take this coin and I flip it 10 times. Here's my results. I flip it the first time, I get heads. Yes, excellent. Then I get tails. Yes, heads, heads. Well, I like this coin. This coin's working for me. Heads. Ooh, I got lucky there. Tails, tails, heads. Count 2, 4, 6, 8. Tails. And last one is heads. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is my probability of my event of getting heads? Number of times the event occurred. Number of times I got heads. 1 head, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. Good for us. Remember, I'm using my mouse. Sorry, writing not the best. Total number of trials. How many trials did we have? We had 10 trials. 6 out of 10. We know we would never leave that. That would equal, lowest terms always, 3/5, which 0.6, which is 60%. Very nice. So did we beat the theoretical theory of it? Yes, we did. We got 60% instead of 50%. Well done by us. That is experimental probability because we did the experiment. Theoretical probability is the theory. Then the last thing we look at is subjective judgment. That's my own personal bias. Whenever I'm flipping a coin, I'm going to probably pick heads because I have a personal bias towards that. Maybe it's a social, societal thing, I'm not sure, but in my mind, I think I'm going to get heads more often. It's like when I play rock, paper, scissors in the classroom with everybody. I always take rock. Why? Not sure, but that's my subjective judgment, even though it is equally balanced when we look at rock, paper, scissors. Anyways, that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Be safe.